Good evening. Welcome to the Gary Brodsky Show, sponsored by GaryBrodsky.com, OccultForce.com, and BrainTrainPower.com. We got you covered. We have got you covered. Now, I know what we're going to talk about tonight because it is now a pandemic of really fucked up men and women out there. I mean, since Facebook and other things, Instagram, you name it, I can't get myself in the center, there we go. Women are getting the attention they crave just by virtue of getting a like. And men have become so wussied and pussied down that I have to say they're not acting like men anymore in any way, manner, or form. I mean, if you look back at the old movies, it ain't the same guys today. James Bond was 27, example. Look at guys 27 today and go, hey, that could be James Bond? No goddamn way. And look at the women. And when was the last time you saw a little girl pushing a doll carriage? Or a woman wanting to get married and have kids? They have socially fucked us up so bad that we forgot who we are, what to do, how to do it, and yeah, every guy watching this wants women. But most guys don't have a clue because women have changed and they're trying stuff that is outdated, and that is just not a good thing because it doesn't work. That's the basic barometer. If it doesn't work, it's not good. Only at GaryBrodsky.com, the real deal, are you going to get the audio programs and supplements and everything else that you need that works. Simple as that. If you notice in all my promotions and everything else, I never say for entertainment purposes only. Of course, this is the real deal. But people have become so far removed from themselves that a sports game or a video game or a controller can take the place of a live human being. This is a really, really sad situation. Correctable very easily. But again, the slaughter of the male ego is seriously out there. Where? On every TV commercial, on every TV show. I got a story about that coming up in a second. Everything written, every article, every new goddamn group that forms every 2 minutes. Now, I watched a clip, this is what I'm talking about TV, of The Big Bang Theory. I don't watch television, so somebody sent me a clip. And it has the nerdiest guys and, of course, the smartest women. And it's one of the biggest brainwashing shows out there, I think, because I don't watch television. But I could not believe what I was hearing and what they were promoting. Now, if you want to follow that agenda, you are going to have a nowhere life with, at best, mediocre results. If that's what you want, that's what they're pushing, and you got to fight for the mediocrity. I got to tell you something. You got to fight for it. Because right now, mediocrity is not as easy as it seems. However, going further out to big things, to great things, there's nobody out there. There's no competition. You want women being alpha? There's no competition. It's right there. And guys have become really like the most whining bitches I have ever met in my life. I couldn't say this 10 years ago. Couldn't say this 20 years ago at all. But now, the most whining bitches I have ever met are men. They play something called the blame game. It's his fault. It's his game with that fucking voice. Like the cracking one. And they think, I don't know why girls don't like me. Oh, I think you can figure that one out. But that voice, that complaints, the constant, well, listen, yeah, it's just That's how it sounds to me. It's a disgrace, and it is disgusting. Guys have become wimps. Wimps. When I was younger, everybody wanted to be like, killers. Now it's all wimps and politically correct, and I don't want to offend anybody, and I'm all pro-feminist, and you're also pro being home alone jerking off at night because no woman goddamn fucking wants you. Okay? Fact. All right, let's get some questions in. Gary Brodsky, 123 at AOL.com. I mean, it's just, some guy called me up with a voice. I didn't know him. It was my son's friend's father. He goes, "What are you going to be for Halloween?" Like, that's a fucking kid's holiday, and the only ghost that's going to be in my house be the Holy Ghost. Like that one. Well, we live in an age where if you mention the word God and it pisses people off, you know something is wrong. But you're not ever going to save or change the world problems. You can't. You want to, it sounds like, hey, I got to. You can't. All you can do is make people aware. And I use the greatest example in the world. Jesus Christ did not try to change the Romans. He changed other people, and he got them thinking right. He did not go up and say, I'm going to change the Romans and the whole structure. You got to change yourself first before you can change other people. You cannot change other people if you do not change yourself first. And all the information is right there, again, at GaryBrodsky.com. Why am I promoting it? Because the stuff on there is great. I have an audio. You may have gotten that in an email called Change Your Body Language, Change Your Life. I've gotten tons of emails on that. It works. It works. Believe me, you can do miracles with your body language. Not only in terms of seduction, but how you feel about yourself. And that is the core of seduction, really, is how you feel about yourself. You know, you see guys, I'll tell you the biggest turn on that women get from men is a guy walking around with bad posture and bad body language. I can't stress that enough, and it's right there at GaryBrodsky.com, right on the audio products page. So let's see if there's any questions here, and I hope this is a very profitable and good show. And they're awesome questions. Why is this thing vibrating? Oh, who cares? Hey, the anonymous new user. I like this guy. What is your opinion on legalizing marijuana and marijuana in general? Okay. Not much to do with the show, but I'll give you my opinion since you asked. I personally am against anything that not destroys, okay, bad word, anything that interferes with the normal brain function. And I'll tell you why. Because the world is not a friendly place. It's not the most amiable place. It's not like the old black and white shows. And everybody has an escape, be it sports, be it drinking, be it marijuana. So yeah, I am personally against it. Do I think the government should tell you to be against it? No, I don't. I just think that everybody's looking for an escape, be it antidepressants, sports. My thing is, and I have very good audio on this, do something for yourself every day to benefit yourself. You're in a room, let's say right now I'm locked in here. I'll start doing push-ups. I'll start practicing some punching. Whatever, to improve yourself is the greatest of all antidepressants. So, no, I'm not pro-alcohol either, believe it or not. Maybe I said that when I was drunk once. I don't drink. I don't take drugs. But I do like soda. I mean, I'm a soda addict, okay? But I always thought the best thing for a man to really feel good is a woman. That's just my opinion. If it wasn't for that, which we're rapidly losing, there'd be nobody here today. All right, Chris is here tonight. Hey, Chris. Okay. As men, always has good advice, so pay attention. As men, we need to keep calm and harden the fuck up. On another note, I find it disturbing that I have more respect for Putin than I do Obama, or candidates to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Oh, I think this is obvious to you, Chris, maybe not to everybody else. But everything that's happening, politically or whatever, has been planned. This always comes out like, 40 years later, way in advance. And that's what I was saying before. You're not going to change the government. Your vote, whether it counts or not, I really don't know for sure. But if anybody's in the vote counting business, please let me know, because I have never met anybody or known anybody who is. Yeah, my shirt's getting bigger because I work out a lot. But yeah, I mean, we can only hope. But if we change ourselves, it doesn't matter. You can have the worst economy, which we're pretty much heading towards. But if you have the best attitude and the worst economy, you do a lot better than if you have the worst attitude and the best economy. That's just a fact. So, how it relates to women is if you have the best attitude, which is, as you know, on all the GaryBrodsky.com products and audios, the best attitude in the worst of times for dating, it doesn't matter. You're going to win. And soon I will be taking my soda break. I warn you all. Gary, how should you honor the Day of the Dead? It's a tough question to answer, so can you get more specific, and I'd be happy to answer it. And now I told you soda time is coming. I wasn't kidding. Right now, somebody's going to be turning off the show because I'm drinking soda. I am absolutely pro freedom, and the only way you're going to find freedom is on the other side of mediocrity. That's where freedom lies. Freedom to make wealth, to have women, and to have anything else you want is on the other side of mediocrity. The biggest curse that has been laid on everybody is being complacent. It's just okay. No, it's not just okay. You want more, you want to conquer, you want to win, you got to think like a killer, and that makes a very big difference. Seriously, thinking like a killer makes a big difference. I'll give you an example. How many fan letters did you get this week? Charles Manson got about 500,000. Now, I use him a lot in a lot of my stuff because he did what most guys dream of. He had a real harem. I'm not going to judge him. I'm going to learn from him. People say, well, do you like Hillary Clinton? I'll keep that answer myself. But, well, let's figure out how she got that big, that powerful, and we learn from the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because we're about ourselves, not about, and this is where people got lost. This guy's doing this one's doing that, this one's over here, this one's over there, this one's up here, this one's down here. No. You got to work on yourself. That is, it's like I'll take the worst people in history, I'll learn from them. How did they get up there? What did they do? What did they say? Who do they have to know? What, and that's why, I get a lot of flack. I'm sure I'm not even here. All right, let's look some macho here. I don't want any of you guys to feel impotent, but it happens. It's just the human mind, and you got to come to some of the webinars, is so easy. It's as powerful as the Rock of Gibraltar, and it's easy to tear as a piece of paper. Now this whole ED thing. Once they started promoting it and pushing it, people started having problems. You gotta really protect your mind. But if you think like a killer and think that everything is your enemy, I'm not saying be a killer, think like a killer. Well, now erectile dysfunction, no, not for me. Shut the fuck up. Goodbye. I don't want to hear it. You gotta take control of your life. I get calls. Well, I don't care what you think. Okay. Goodbye. Have a nice day. There are days I take off, shut my phone off because I want to write a book, or I have 3 books in the works. And last time I announced one, somebody else wrote it, so I'm not going to announce them. But you have to think like a killer. You have to think everybody you meet could be a potential adversary. I've gotten screwed over enough to know that. Something about the shirt that's driving me crazy. Do I look more normal now? I mean, come on, let me know. Women, for example, and other men respond to you all with a high school attitude. That's not going to change, okay? I've been to Tavistock, okay? I have dealt with the black nobility. I have dealt with the Club of Rome. They know how you think. And you know what's weird? You don't even know how you think. But here's something. Women are attracted to guys with a killer instinct. That doesn't mean you have to go, hey, Darlene, watch me blow this guy away. No. But a guy who's like a killer instinct type is going to be an instant turn on to women. But when you hear that voice, well, how to be a badass, that just doesn't do it. You want a deep voice? You want to sound powerful? Right now, GaryBrodsky.com, drop down menu on supplements, DHEA. Yeah, it makes all the difference in the world. And send some questions in, okay? Because I need some. Yeah, you need to have that killer instinct. Somebody said to me, if they're watching the show, please let me know who it was. It was such a great quote. It's a foreign gentleman. And he said to me, whatever happened to the American young guys with those killer eyes? At one time, the greatest warriors we ever had were like the Arkansas farm guys. Now, look at what teenage men have become. And they're going to go into men and possibly have a family if anybody ever talks to them. But that's the way it is. And I am so sick of this online dating bullshit. That's like saying to me, you have no balls, you have no guts to talk to women. We'll do it for you. And since they're appealing to your laziness, people say, well, let them do it for me. And I know a guy, one of my friends, he loves online dating. They always turn out like shit, and it's always a disaster, but he finds it extremely funny. Why? Because it turns out like a disaster. Well, I've got the backlighting on tonight, so it could be throwing things off a bit. Well, let's see if there's any questions in here. If not, I'll make some up. Just kidding. No. But seriously, changing your body language changes everything. Oh, question just came in. Yeah, think like a killer. Let's see what my pal had to say about that. Ever since I started listening to your audios, watching your show, reading your books, etc., it has changed my mentality of dealing with people's feelings. If someone up to me with that annoying, high-pitched, nasally voice, which we all have come to know too well, I don't think, or I don't feel, or blah, fucking blah, all I can say to those whiny assholes, to quote Tony Soprano, I wipe my ass with your feelings. Oh, it's to that point. I understand what you're saying. You know, you crack, and this is guys today. You crack one dick joke, they won't talk to you again. You say, wow, that girl has a nice ass. Yeah, being politically incorrect. And another thing, I live in a very snooty town, which is great because all the men are liberal assholes and all the women are looking for somebody who's not. This is true in any town. I don't know how they got guys, I must have slept through this or whatever, and brainwashed them into being pussies. And there's no other word for it. There is no other word for it. Pussies. I'm looking to partner up on a few deals, and I'm not looking for men anymore. I have gotten, I'm not going to say I got screwed over, I've gotten bad deals. Why? Because, and I've said this before, but it happens every week. Some guy calls you up and goes, wow, you have some great stuff, you're doing really well, how can I get into it? I send a proposal, and the guy calls me back and goes, the proposal looks good, but my girlfriend doesn't like it. That's a real man. That's a guy I want to respect, and I want to follow, and I want to emulate. I'm being facetious here. And then you have the women out there, the correctors. Everything you do. Oh, that shirt doesn't look good. Well, you're probably right about the shirt. You shouldn't go there. You should. Goodbye. Negativity. You're saying it. You're speaking it. I will better deal you in a fucking second. And women who know me, watch this show, they know that. Okay, so I was now ask questions. Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. It's just really an incredible, almost scientific feat that men have become so like that. I've only got a few people I can talk to, and they're in other countries, they're all over the planet. Not in this town. Every guy is skinny, politically correct, bad postured, and has stupid goddamn questions. They will actually ask, I never ask anybody an invasive question. People I know for a long time, they go, well, where did he meet his wife? I don't ask that question, it's invasive. They've lost respect for themselves, respect for God, respect for, you lose respect for yourself. No woman in their right mind would respect you. And anyone that does is probably crazy. They're all crazy, but they go to a point where you don't even deal with that. I go on a woman's webpage I just meet, if there's 4,000 cats, she's never hearing from me. But cats, okay, are taking the place of men because there are no men out there. No men at all. No men know how to treat a woman. No men know how to have sex anymore. It's all on GaryBrodsky.com. They'll straighten you right out. But no! Keep living in mediocrity. Keep living in a politically correct prison. And enjoy it. I know guys I do a lot of consultations with. And I'll tell you something. A lot of guys really, within weeks, improve. And a lot of guys will sit there. These guys get refunded. No knife to cut off because I don't have to have anything to cut off. And defend their position on why, well, you see, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. They're falling for some goddamn agenda, which is probably coming out of Tavistock, I'm just guessing, or one of the other secret organizations, and will defend their position. And where do they wind up? You got it. SeekingArrangements.com. We are actually paying a woman to pussy whip you. That's what it comes down to. That's what it's all about. And nothing wrong with an affair. C'est mon affaire. A joke once. I have a lot of friends from France, and we joke around about that because we like to do with the fouet. But anyway, I have to say this now. If for any reason, any of my products, any of them, do not get you back on the track of getting laid, parlayed, relayed 6 ways to Sunday and twice on Friday, the knife to cut it off with and a refund. But yeah, you just see it. people and men have become brainwashed. Women have not. Your advantage is way greater. You got to think about yourself. And a killer thinks about himself. Why? A killer is a survivalist. They want to live. Not exist. Live. That's a new word, right? Instead, too many people that I know, and I'm here to help them, they're sitting there right now, either watching sports or watching their cell phone. And I can see people for hours like this. Now, I'm not doing anything except make a phone call and do the show with this. So I just sit there like this too and look cool. But I don't think there's anything that this has taken the place of a warm, beautiful woman. You know, shows just how bad we're slipping. And you know something? People have designed it. People you don't know, people I don't know, well, I may know some of them, have designed it so that this is what you become. You think TV shows anymore? Yeah, people can relate to, oh, Vito Corleone, I remember him. Yeah, how Humphrey Bogart, the way he acted. Now, all the new movies, everything. Can you relate to any characters? No, they are planned and set for you to become one of the brainwashed masses. And you don't need proof on that. Because I'm sure, 4 out of 5 people you meet are brainwashed masses. The biggest thing I get from women today, which is only to your advantage, if you think about it, is my husband is such a liberal, I cannot take it anymore. Please do something. Let's go out Thursday. Okay. Wow, that easy. Yeah, it is that easy, but you gotta have the moves. Again, GaryRoss.com. You gotta have the body language of a man. You gotta sit like a man. You gotta speak like a man. Guys don't know how to do that today. It's sad. Guys don't know how to make facial expressions today. All right there on the body language. Change your body language, change your life. And it's absolutely true. I'll give you the flu. Anybody want the flu? I give it to you. No, there's no secret. Nah, none of that. No. You want the flu? Put on a bathrobe. And I'm serious. I'll show you how the mind works. Put on a bathrobe, sit like this, and just start to pretend to have the chills. And guess what? You're going to wind up with the flu. Walk like a man, talk like a man. You're going to wind up with women, with business, with money. And I'll tell you, this is the biggest point here. Write this down, because I have it written down over there. You can't see it, but I have it written down over there. You can't see it, but it works. It's the most important words you're ever going to hear from me. If you knew how the human mind worked, you would never have a negative thought again. And I'm going to repeat that. If you knew how the human mind worked, you would never, ever have a negative thought again. So to expand on that, you cannot let people dictate your emotions. That's why if you think like a killer, and they're dictating your emotions, and by their virtue of their attitude, you're thinking differently, you're being taken over. Killer mindset does not allow that. Killer mindset protects their territory, and your territory is in here. You got to protect that. All right. Can you plug a channel on YouTube? Absolutely. Hello, can you plug this channel? Can you plug this YouTube channel? Mind and Magic. Magic ends with a CK. Mind and Magic YouTube channel. You're free to check it out too. Well, thank you for the thing, and this is a good man here. Check out the channel he suggests. Always something good. Mind and Magic. Magic spelled MAGICK on YouTube. Check it out. I am sure I'm going to check it out tonight because I learn a lot more by listening than I do by talking. Of course, it's a talk show, hard to listen. But right here, I'm listening to this gentleman. What I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to have myself a nice steak dinner. And because this is a perfect show for a steak dinner, I got to tell you that. And I'm going to learn from him. Okay. One of these days I have to come to see you. I would love it. I would love it. Maybe horrifying some of those fucking PC jerk-off males that can't be found out there. I still laugh at dick jokes and crack a lot. That's what she said jokes. I will never change that and apologize. I said it before, I'll say it again. If you told me to check out the ass on that girl, I not only would, but I would try to get a phone number and a date. Absolutely. You know something? What you're saying sounds earth-shaking, shattering. It's the way guys used to be. Guys used to be like this. I got the other questions in a second. Got to light a cigarette here because that's what I do. Okay. Hey, how you doing out there? You looking good. Come here. Sit down. Talk. Guys used to be the dominant things because guys had the killer mindset. We don't have a killer mindset. They have the critical mindset. But how much criticism are you going to take? As much as you want. That's it. But if you have a killer mindset, no, you're not invading my mind. Shut up. You don't say it. You just think it. Say what you want. Do what you want. My mind is protected. All right? I will fight to protect my mind, my soul, my emotions, my spirit. And you know something? I'm going out tonight. I'm going to conquer whatever you want. Great new audio too. Ancient knowledge. It is probably one of the most positive and powerful audios right on the opening page of GaryBrodsky.com. And it really explains why people have given up today and how to really build a positive base in your life so you can't fail at anything. They knew back years ago. That's why most money spent today is to keep everybody in the dark and everybody fighting with the stupidest trivial fights. My God, I can't take it anymore. It's okay. A friend of yours is planning to set up his own temple in California. I think it's ready. Oh, great. I love most women, but I feel my mind patterns block me from having fun with them. Can you do how can a person reprogram himself? Oh, that's funny you should ask that. In the middle of this week, it'll be emailed to you if you're not on a member of GaryBrodsky.com. Join everything, and this is my opinion, it's also fact. Sometimes they go together. Everything, and I have had unbelievable success. My bench press went up 100 pounds. Yeah, some of it's my workout routine or whatever. But everything that you can't do is because you somehow allowed an evil spirit in your life that is enjoying your suffering. I say evil spirits, people, everybody's an atheist today. Hey, Bill Mao, fuck you. Okay, you got to cast out unclean spirits. So my best advice is to start casting them out. And you may be asking how to do that, and I can spend an hour talking about that. Or you can go to GaryBrodsky.com and get the ancient knowledge audio, and you'll have that problem no more. Or your money back, and in your case, I will not even send the knife to cut it off with, because you won't need it. It works that well. Or suffer the rest of your life, really. Okay, next question up. A lot of questions. I'm leaving town. Okay, let me just get some soda in here, and I'll get to every question. Now, I'm just thinking about this. Thought just crossed my mind. I'd love to play some bump music, as it's called. But there's a guy out there that watches my show and reports it. It's a copyright violation. Men have become little rat bastard wimp fucking things. You can either be that or get the killer mindset. The choice is yours. The killer mindset, when women think, hey, this guy's a killer, they're going to jump all over you. When you go into a business meeting as a killer instead of as a victim, and this is made very, very, very powerful on my new audio. When you say, this is just one piece of ours. When you say, I hope she likes me, guess what you've just done? You've given away your power. You're not a killer anymore. You're a victim. Because you're a victim of what somebody's opinion of you is. Oh, I hope she likes me. That's just one piece. I hope she, that text went over well. Really? You're giving up your power when you start wondering, what does she think? Is she going to like me? And the whole thing becomes, and you start talking in that voice. All right, Dan, how are you? Buonasera. How you doing, Paisan? Good. Nice lumberjack. Like it, huh? Yeah. All right, a lot of questions. God and women. All right. Hey, Gary, there are many verses in the Bible that say not to cheat, not to be, I can't read that word. I don't find verses really saying the opposite. Now, God doesn't want you to beg lots of women. Well, I'm going to have to contradict that because I read the Bible daily. How many wives did Abraham have? How many wives did Moses have? How many wives did Jonah have? Malachi, Obadiah? And it says it see, check this out. Just hit Google. First of all, adultery does not apply to men in any Bible. Think when they were going to stone Mary. Magdalene? Where was the guy? He was all going, hey, that was nice. Yeah. Now, I just taking the story of Jesus. In the Roman times, they had to appeal to the Romans to execute Jesus. They had no laws to put a man to death, in their own words. A woman, they could stone day and night for adultery. So actually in the Bible, it says you're allowed 4 wives and 9 concubines a month. And I'll tell you one thing. If everybody in the Bible, everybody on this planet didn't cheat, and I go to heaven, I will meet no one I know. But I wouldn't be going there either, right? Okay. Hey, Genius, how you doing? Good evening. Hi, Gary. This is a private question. Yes, I can, and yes, I will. Thank you. Great words from Alex. Great words. And this basically is said better than anything I said tonight. We are made in the image of God, including all his powers. And Daniel, if you're watching, 82nd Psalm, it says, we are gods with limited life, but we are as gods. And that's also, again, repeated in Romans and Hebrews. But we are created in the image of the Creator. To become what? Wimpy jerk-offs? I don't think so. So many misquotes in the Bible. For example, Jesus loves everybody. Really? Do you like the bankers? The money changers? I mean, I can go through a whole list of people he rebuked. But yeah, Jesus loves you. No, he only loves you if, and he says this, I will deny the kingdom of heaven to any effeminate man. That's how much he goes to the political correctness. Dan, I gotta admit, you have some of the most amazing questions. Is something occult or satanic in dreadlocked hair? I don't really think so. Satanists are very, very wealthy people. I don't think they're walking around. For example, we know David Rockefeller, Satanist, never had dreadlocks. All of the politicians, they don't have dreadlocks. Satanism is a system of belief. It's not a haircut. All right. Here's a big fuck you to atheists. Why should men work out and lift stupid, dumb, heavy weights? Simple answer. 1. Corinthians 6:19 states, do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you have received from God? Are you not your own? That's right. God commands it. Suck on that, atheists. Beautiful quote. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. You know, the biggest marketing error I actually have in my business is the fact that I'm not an atheist. Oh, people have written this. I love this one. I don't know what website it's on. Gary's stuff works. But you believe he believes in God? I thought he was a smart man. That really pisses me off. Now, I know that God said that the body is the temple of the soul. In my case, it's a cathedral. But that's... And look what people have done to their bodies. You know, now they're promoting fat. You know, it's just... Yeah, women, you are going to be judged by your looks from now to the end of time. And I'll tell you a secret for the women who watch this show. There's no such thing as an ugly woman. There's only a lazy woman, okay? You heard my point. He just has that point. Ow. Have to test these things, right? All right, good questions are coming in. This is great. That's great. All right, Dan, thanks. And with that being said, have you finally found out a workout that will actually jack up your calves? Any workout jacks up the calves, okay? You got to do 20 repetitions. 4 sets of 20. My calves used to look like this. 4 sets of 20 twice a week. You won't be able to walk the next day. And one thing about calves, which is the only muscle that defies all other muscles, is they build up slow. But you can stop working out for the rest of your life. Your calves, once they get big, are going to stay big. And like anything else, you increase the weight or you increase the reps. On calves, there's no rep limit. You're going to get big calves. Oh, questions are coming in like there's no tomorrow. I really love the info you give out in the show. I suggest your books by Neville. Can I suggest for you books by Neville Goddard? They're not too many, not extensive, and very useful, I find. And I'll check those out too. Well, you can't see this is a big library here. I like to read. That's my big thing. That's what the ultimate picture. And this illustrates the point. If you're producing a movie in normal times, when New World Order wasn't telling you what to put in there, and you want to show a wealthy person, put a lot of books around the library. You know, you see that in the ads, these lawyers. I know they're jerk offs. I see the ads, like a ton of books behind them. I said, maybe this guy's smart. You want to show somebody poor? Television sets. And television sets have become an epidemic. I go to the bank, there's a TV set in there. Now, yeah, I watch TV at the bank. I go to a restaurant, take out food, there's a TV set in there. I drop stuff over the cleaners, there's a goddamn TV set in there. The gym, all TV sets. Why are they there? To brainwash you. Gotta have the killer mind going, that's there, that's my enemy, I'm not gonna deal with it. Oh, you can watch TV. Once you know, it's out to get you. Now, how does TV get you? Bad shows, that's one area. But they have another hidden secret. And you can Google this, YouTube it, and watch it. Because you're going to learn a lot from this. They have a flicker rate that's made to hypnotize you. And they use low frequency sound energy to make you do whatever they want. I have seen people change. I have seen women go from the most sweetheart, kindest women to the most castrating bitch because they started watching television. There's one show that has not been coded and actually makes you feel good, Yeah, I have a lot of connections with the intelligence community, and you would believe what that show is. Believe it or not, the Monsters. Okay, that's their research, and it's actually probably accurate. Most of the black and white stuff isn't coded either, by the way. So it's funny because I saw a Humphrey Bogart movie recently, and it looked like Humphrey Bogart imitating Humphrey Bogart because I haven't watched TV in that long. So now this guy does a good impersonation of Humphrey Bogart. Okay, new questions are coming. Unless you already got the women, it seems picking up women at work is suffocating to a space and has designed and has. Okay, let me start again. Unless you already have gotten the women, it seems picking up her. Oh, what is your writing? At work is suffocating to her space and never has the desired effect. I've seen this okay out many times. Guys trying to get her by going to their job and tail. This is coincidence or not. Showing up at a woman's job unexpected really is a sign of weakness. Okay? Remember, we have to have a killer mentality. We have to be in that killer mindset all the time. If somebody comes in here, rushes me in here, I got this and I got this. I am always ready. You got to walk out. You can't be like this. Well, maybe on Tuesdays and Thursdays I'll seduce women, and Friday I'm taking off. No, you got to look your best, act your best, walk your best, talk your best, every moment of every day of every life, and more important, think your best. Tons of products about that on GaryBrodsky.com. Why are you watching the show? Why aren't you buying them out as we speak? Hey, and another question. Good question. How do you get a woman who's playing hard to get? It's a game. Okay, remember, hard to get is a game. All it is a game. Now, if she's playing hard to get, what does it mean? It means she wants you, but you're just not playing correctly. Now, one thing that I found out about women years ago, if they're playing hard to get, you got to just change your game. You just got to change your game. You can become harder to get than she is. Here's some tricks you can throw in there. Hey, listen, I got to talk to you, but I got to run. I'll call you back. Then you don't call back. Get her thinking about you. Because if she's thinking about you when you're not there, that's true seduction. Because women will talk to guys, here's an impersonation again. Whatever. Oh, I think you're great. Fuck this guy. No, you want her thinking about you all the time. Even if you got to get her pissed off, angry, enraged, you're a jerk off, you this, you that. Okay, goodbye, click. She's thinking about you. You don't have to even be there. She's picking herself, you're picking her up without being there. If she's playing hard to get, she's thinking about you. It means you're going to get her. Change your game up. Pull her in. Tell her, I need you right now. I don't want to hear your shit. Women will basically do, and this is going to get me a lot of crap, what you ask them to do. Oh, the power of asking is incredible. Now, there's a Bible quote. Why you have not, for you ask not. Now the show's flying by fast. Get some questions in hand. We got some overtime going. Huh? No questions, no overtime. I could say no taking the washing, but that would be politically incorrect. I gotta take that seriously. That is the ultimate brainwashing. Well, I can't say this, I can't say that, I can't. Yeah, you can say whatever the hell you want. I've said this before. If Jesus preached in church the way they preach today, he would have never been crucified. All right, let's see if any questions are going to come in, or we're going to close up. But don't forget, GaryBrodsky.com, OccultForce.com, and BrainTrainPower.com. I have done incredible things for myself with that, with the audios that are on there right now. BrainTrainPower.com. Okay. Questions? Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. Soda right here. Yeah, I got a new hairstyle. They're into that. I don't know what the hell they're into. But I know one thing. They're into alpha males. Everybody's into alpha males. Look at Donald Trump. He's alpha. Everybody else sounds like, well, Hillary Clinton is alpha. Yeah. So instead of, and this is how the killer mindset works, okay, somebody I don't like is winning something. How do they do it? What techniques did they use? I want to build my arsenal. I don't care if they're good, they're bad, whatever. I'm going to learn from them. Because the really good people, the really kind people, the people who do not have the killer mindset, they don't go anywhere. Oh, they work for companies, something, and they get a good paycheck. They go home to a castrating wife, watch TV, fall asleep on the couch, wake up the next morning, shower, and go right back out and do the same thing. To me, that's not right. That's not right. And a question for you. When was the last time you tried to start a business? Did anything out of the ordinary? Because pretty much the world is unlimited. Yeah, well, I just found out I have really nice blue eyes. Thank you. Yes, the Makuto, the 7 Powers Makuto. Right here all the time. They work. I put it in my pocket. It's like, wow, this is magic. And I realized, this is magic. It's been around since recorded history. That doesn't mean that new history wipes out the fact this is powerful. I have some old swords over there. They may be old, but they'll still get the job done. Anything in your arsenal that you have to throw in there, and you should throw in there, to make you more powerful, do it. Because people today feel powerless, this and that. And you know what could change it? You. That's it. You want a guide to doing it? GaryBryce.com. It's all over the place. See? Trying to get this thing relit without having to even light my nose here. Okay, push the wrong button now. Thank you, Alec. Thank you so much. And thanks for that quote before. That was great. Gary, my ex, took a picture of me of a vacant house, and then she looked at the picture. We saw shapes of spirits. Should I take them some rum and a cigar, coins, and let them know it's all right? Move out and let me in? What do you think? I'll tell you exactly, not what I think, but what is. When you see spirits, and people have seen them, but your mind forgets that because that's how you program. But right now, you see spirits, I'll tell you one thing. What does that spirit want? Anytime you see spirits, they want one thing from you. They want a job. And you have all the things right. Say, hey, here's rum, here's a cigar. Take care of this for me. Help me with this. You've made a friend for life. That one out, I'm going to have to light a new one. Hey, oh, Dan. They made a mess out of our country. Look how a mess they made of my country. As I said, you're not going to be able to fix the country. They've controlled this planet since the beginning. You got to start by fixing yourself, because they got people brainwashed. That's what they do. It's not going to be 1984. It's going to be Brave New World. Brave New World said people have to become content with their slavery. 1984 said militarily. And I can go into a whole bunch of this, but I will. They want people to be happy with their enslavement. Now, the saddest thing now, one of the saddest things, there's so much sad stuff going on, is student debt. Because I meet people in their 40s and 50s. So you have a great job, I can't even get a house. Why? I got student debt. Now, if you think about it, people go, I have to spend $2 million on my kid's education. Give the kid $2 million, let him start his own business. The entrepreneurial spirit, the seductive spirit, that killer spirit is gone. And I know people, too many of that. What are you going to do tomorrow? You have any plans? I don't know. Hey, I know a friend, and this happened recently. A friend of mine got a $700,000 job. He said he builds houses. He would put $700 in his pocket. And he pays $35 an hour for work. No experience needed. He was short of people. I helped him make a lot of phone calls. Nobody wanted to work. No one. He had to give back the contract and the deposit. That's America today. Blame whoever you want in politics. That wasn't politics. That's what people have turned into. You got to get the killer spirit. Like this. I ain't doing anything today. I can certainly use an extra couple $100. Who can't? Worst case scenario, you buy yourself a nice pair of shoes or boots. You look good. Join a gym. Whatever you want with it. Nope, let's waste a day playing video games. Okay, Dan, I'll make a deal with you. You send me some questions, I'll keep the show going. We got a deal? Yeah. And that goes to all of you, too. Where's my horse lights? I keep losing them. All right. More questions. Can you do Scarface before the end of the show? Scarface is one of the people I don't imitate. I can imitate Donald Trump now. These people, of course, Vito Corleone. Michael Corleone, Robert De Niro, Godfather Part 2. And, but Scarface I only watched once, so I really can't imitate it. Oh, and Mr. T's one of the big ones. How I like to pull it out on, back to the Killer Instinct. Okay, so a girl I met at the gym, really pretty girl. I saw two guys hitting on her, on and off. I had this, I had that, I had this, I had that. First of all, when you tell women stuff that you have and you own, you're like a little kid saying, look at my toys. It's cute when you're a kid, it ain't cute when you're an adult. A really big turn off to women, by the way. So she was getting a little ticked off, and she goes up to me, she goes, so what do you do? I said, me, I punch motherfuckers out. Guess who got the girl, okay? It ain't a hard one. And there are words that seduce right there at GaryBrods.com. There's like 1,000 words that will turn a woman on. She won't even know what hit her. This is a good question. And thank you so much, Lonnie, for bringing this up. We have got to stop toxoplasmosis. It's crazy. You know something? You're right. And I'm going to take my oregano right now to make sure I stop it. This stuff is flying so fast. And toxoplasmosis, look at it. Read about it. Alex Jones now has a product. I wonder where he got that from. That's okay. Everything now with him is this force, that force. Yeah, that's okay. He does a great job, and he deserves whatever he gets. He's making people aware of the world they live in. So, he had the shirt off my back, especially this one. But, yeah, he started now going after toxoplasmosis. It's what happens when you're around cats is it literally will castrate you. And the only thing that will bring it back is really Mediterranean oregano, which is at GaryBrodsky.com. Drop down menu, supplements. It has literally changed people's lives. And because cats carry it, not the big cats, you have a jaguar, you're okay. A lion, a couple of tigers walking around, you're fine. It's when the Egyptians took these big cats, and I don't know how they did it, they made them into house cats and started worshiping cats. They became a castrated society. Rome took them in like 4 days. But the first guy to approach Rome, Mark Antony, or Marcus Antoninus, he was saying, I can't take over Rome. Cleopatra wouldn't like it. What happened? Augustus told him, Caesar Augustus, if you can't take that and you're going to let a woman take over your life, fall on your own sword. He did it. And Augustus was only joking around because he didn't know about toxoplasmosis. But that's why pussycats, it's called pussy whipped. It really is a physical illness, and you're susceptible unless you are taking oregano, which, by the way, prevents a lot of other diseases, and, hey, makes you look a lot sharper. But people don't invest in themselves. They give out, they buy. I know one guy who buys all this designer stuff. It's like putting paint on, whatever the fuck he used to say. His mind is gone. If a woman told him to walk off a cliff, he'd walk. Okay, Dan, thank you. I got a good question here. I know it's great to be organized and have a penis in it. Just kidding. I know it's great to be organized and have plans for your life. On the other hand, I see people have every day and every hour, even the whole year planned with events, find, meet, etc. in their agendas. iPhones, and the most lame, passionate people ever is because they have no room to adapt or scared of facing life because life is not really in order. Well, you have to have a plan. I mean, you need a plan of action. Nothing ever goes according to plan, but nothing ever goes without a plan. I've never seen, except seating arrangements, to be honest, a business chart that went like this. They all go like this. That's how life is. It's ups and downs. Everybody loves the ups. The downs sort of people will stop. That's the time to go forward, full force. Okay, Junius is back. .501c3s, are they good or bad? They suck. Okay? I will soon be starting my own church. Don't worry, it does not take any donations. If you have money to spare, give it to your friend. Give it to somebody who needs it. No donations. Of course, I'm going to have to get the website up and all sorts of stuff like that. I do great sermons. They're politically incorrect, but they're coming out of the Bible. And a lot of this stuff that you've never heard, because 501c3, you have to follow the government talking points. The separation of church and state was not to protect the government, it was to protect the churches. Didn't work out. Is going onto a ladder really bad luck? Is number 13 really bad too? Because I like it. 13 is the number of change. Okay? It is absolutely not the number of death. Number of death is 9, and 29 is the number of loss. I've read the book of Numbers. 13 is the number of change. That's why in the Jewish tradition they have a bar mitzvah. 13, the guy becomes a man. Catholic, confirmation. The American Indians, you don't want to. I've done the ritual to the sun. Not at 13, I did it when I was older. There is a transformation from boy to man. Very good. That number 13 is actually a transformative number from boy to man. They don't transform anymore, do they? It's a great point. They don't. They go from boy to bitch. That's what you have today. The biggest bitches I've ever met are now men, not women. And here's just something out of nowhere, but primary. If you want to pick up women, and this is the driver, because without this, you're not picking up anybody. You've got to love women. Can an Allegro bring me women? More than you can handle. More than you can handle. Believe me, you can pick celebrities, you're going to get them. I know. I've done it. Will you ever do another webinar on how to be an occultist? Yes, I will, because you asked. And you're a good man, I respect you. Can you witness historical events when you go to sleep? Don't laugh. There's a time in sleep when really, you think about it, your mind is still going and it doesn't have any filters. That's why your dreams start with no particular start point and no particular end point. You can pick up so much knowledge when you're going to sleep. Just Google Edgar Cayce and so many other great healers. They did it in sleep mode. Yes, you can, and yes, everybody does. But people want to throw out anything that's not the politically correct way. That was a great question, Roadrunner. Thank you. When you go to sleep is when you can talk yourself into anything too. You can just keep saying, I'm rich and I'm going to get richer. If you have $1 in the bank, right now I got like $1.10 in my back pocket. I actually have $10 I have $11. I rule. But I'm going to go to sleep saying, every day I'm going to get richer. And it's going to happen, because it always does, without fail. I'll play it down to the end. And by the way, all that is explained on a new audio just released, Ancient Wisdom. Because for the last 500 years, they've been covering up everything that you should know today. I don't want to plug the product that much, but it is that good. Okay, would you be so kind as to address this issue? Yeah, okay. I will take care of it. I am forwarding this out right now. And I'll take care of it. You just got to remember, I don't do the shipping. This is not really a small company. I'm the face that you see. And I know that it's just the shipping sometimes. We have a good shipping department now. It used to be horrible. People have no pride in work. Nobody has. I couldn't get anybody to co-host the show for me. I missed one day. I said, can you co-host the show for me? What if people don't like me? Really? Think like that. You're giving away your power to other people. What if people don't like me? Who gives a fuck? You like yourself, you're a winner. You worry about what other people think about you, you've lost. Gotta get the killer mindset. I'm going to be doing a special webinar on that soon. Anyway, I think we're pretty much done here. Hold on, the question came in. I'm not going to crack a joke. It's some woman. Well, I'll finish a cigarette. So get some questions in while I smoke and drink soda. Oh my God, he's smoking and drinking soda at the same time. People actually sent in this question last week. You're smoking and drinking soda. How come you're still alive? I hope you're watching this week. I am still alive. Hey, look, I can sign up for my own. I can become a subscriber to my own channel, but I don't think that's necessary. And anybody watching this, okay, thumbs up on everything, okay, and great comments. Why? Why not? I don't want to talk too much about Charlie. We talk too much, but again, as is mentioned, I do have an audio about the Charles Manson techniques to getting women. Now, people say, why do you do that? Because it worked. And if you have the killer mindset, you take what works and you use it. You go, well, he's a bad guy. Screw that. Is what he did works? Did he have over a couple of hundred girlfriends? Yeah. Does he get more mail than anybody else in history from women? Yeah. What techniques did he use? How did he do it? All there. Guys are afraid of that one. Anyway, everybody, I want to thank you for watching. I'll be here next week. Get the word out. Great show tonight. And thank you, everybody, for being here. So many people. Got to do my blessing at the end. Okay. Gregorian, not Greg Allman. Nope, it's Greg Allman. Sorry, just kidding. Bless you all. Peace, prosperity, joy, love, and happiness in everything you do. I will see you all next week. Don't forget, go to GaryBrass.com and buy something. Very important. Very important. Occult force and brain train power. Be there. And I'll see you next week. And good night.